Good evening, morning, one of those two. Hey, everybody. Born Carrier Million. Is that wrong? Uh, I haven't played any Zendikar Rising yet, as you can see. 1, 0, 0, 3 quests, whatever. Because yesterday I tried to launch the client and it wasn't working. Like, it just kind of kept updating, and that was neat. Today it loaded, so, and people have been telling me, oh, it's not too bad. So, yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and roll right into a Zendikar draft. See how things work. There we go. I have a couple of these, I think. Yeah, I have two of them, right? Yeah, the store today is a draft token for like cheaper than a draft. So I have two of them sitting around. All right. Anyway, um, speaking of drafting, so welcome to Zendikar Rising. Zendikar Rising is the new set that came out yesterday. Um, we didn't do any pre-release stuff for it because I plumb forgot. Whoops, that's on me. Uh, I literally didn't think about it until Tuesday. So, but yeah, it's the return to Zendikar. We got Landfall, we got Kicker, we got parties. We got parties. You got your cleric likers, you got your warrior likers, you got your rogue likers, you got your wizard likers. Okay, hold on. Like obviously, rogue liker is a term in something else. But what about like wizard liker? Is that a game or like a warrior liker? Warrior like? What's a warrior like? Like you know what what's a cleric like? I don't know. See, I'll talk about the main mechanic stuff as we get going in here, as we can see it. Here's one of the main mechanics. You have cards that are lands on the backside. You can play them as either. This is a clone for your own stuff that can also be an island tapped. This thing's huge. Holy shit. This is a Wee Dragonauts. This is a kicker liker. It's a bear with some strong kicker synergy. There's actually a lot of strong kicker synergy from memory. Into the royals around. There's like a kicker Drake Haven. Here's Party. Party looks at all your creatures and counts. Looks around for a wizard, a rogue, a wizard, a rogue, a cleric, and a warrior. And does a thing for each. They have to be different creatures. Anyway, I'm gonna grab the glass pool mimic. I think this is pretty cool. It's also a land, so I like that. Bubble Snare is a good blue card to have. Journey to Oblivion is an O-ring that gets cheaper for your party. A lot of the cards are like, look at your party and make it cheaper based on that. This is also a really good one as well. Just being destroy target creature. It's a sort of vendetta. It's off of CMC instead of toughness. Battling Good Recovery. This is actually quite cool. This one is super. This one's recover, or sorry, recollect, but also a land on the back. White's really open in here, and that might actually mean that like I want to pick up the journey instead. But like the bubble snare goes with the glass pool mimic, and I like bubble snare a lot. Bubble snare might be weaker because party is a really good mechanic. Here rebirth instant. Okay, bring back. What are you? We do flyer when dies, draw a card. East for, okay. Cheaper. What do you got? Indestructible. Got the sneak. It's like a rogue oneer. One countered crocodile. This is like a grazing gazelle, but cheaper. This thing's fine. Lay of the Land's playable, so like kick the Lay of the Land for double is fine. I kind of want to grab a Diviner and kind of keep it in blue. Like Snapping Drake is a fine card. Hopefully we can get some. Ooh, blue-red. Ooh, okay. Alright, what's this thing do? Tap creature, mill 2, doesn't tap. Anti-cognition is counterspell on a creature. Okay. Ooh, Shepherd of Heroes. I kind of like this one. This one's actually really nice. The party requirement on it is pretty cool, easy, because it's probably going to gain you 4. These are, you probably should be just picking these, like, in the sense that you're going to want 4x of these in constructed all the time forever. I just don't have to care too much. There's the biggie. This thing's huge. Holy crap, that thing's a... Holy crap, that's a, fox. Holy shit. Anyway, I like Shepherd of Heroes. That fox might be realer, though, than I think. I don't hate Royal Eruption here. That's damage. That's removal. Thing's a little too expensive. This thing's fine. Blood price is a little too slow. I like that better at instant. This ain't bad. Can't. Vanquish is also pretty cool. Black looks more open here. Maybe I want to work into black because black is a little more open. That might just be a better idea. Let's go that route. Black looks more open, therefore. Alright, what do you got? Okay, it's a spell pierce. Sure. Menace Heaver. I don't feel bad on this. That's actually a pretty good pump spell. I don't really care too much for that. I don't know. Ooh, that's a good landfall creature. This one's really... Ooh, another Bubble Snare. Okay. Red... Ooh, I love Cleansing Wildfire. This card's sweet. You basically always want to be targeting your own shit with this. Landfall triggers, fixing, etc. I'm making everything go slow for everyone. Ooh, yeah! Ooh, 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 ooh. Here it is. Kicker Haver. Whenever kick a spell, get a 2/2 blue Drake. We want into the Royals. Ooh, Tazim Raptor also. Check this shit out. Also Kicker Skeleton. Hell yeah. There's some good cards in here. Tazim Raptor's real cool. This is a Wind Drake that bounces the land. And bouncing land matters when they are spells. Spring Mantle Cleric. I like that pretty good. The reason I'm picking this Spring Mantle Cleric, or I like this one, is that green and black are the two colors I think have the most kicker stuff. So I'm gonna kind of get ready on that end. And let's just grab a Balliad Recovery. That'll be easy enough to hide. I don't care about any of these. Glacial Grasp, Mind Drain, Deliberate. I like Glacial Grasp more than I like Deliberate. You're so expensive. Alright, negate for the board. Alright, so we got Blue X, where X is something. What do we got? Whenever you cast a kick spell, gain 2 life and its pump. Skyclave Apparition is incredibly strong. This is something I expect to see in Constructed. Pretty damn good. I really like the Little Mage's Familiar here. That lets us get ramp. That is a... this is the one that's like your rogues have +1, and whenever your rogues attack, all, you know... but I kind of like the kicker idea. I kind of like that line. And if we can get this going, I'll feel pretty good about it. Maybe we can get green as a third for something, but I like the idea of sitting around and kicking things. Lulling regrowth, okay. Squid, deliberate. That just is in your party. There's a lot of directions. I like Harrow. If I had picked up the white, we would have a pretty nice setup too. I kind of like the Harrow here. This feels like a deck that wants its lands. And we need to find some early creatures that like kicking or just are good. This also is nice for like, oh wow, no green. Okay, more Shepherd of Heroes. I'm not liking this. This feels like I'm getting a little kicked out. Yeah, we passed that one earlier when we weren't in the kicker deck, and now I feel like we're gonna get, our deck is gonna be a lot worse for that. This one's sweet. Living Tempest is sweet. Another Diviner is sweet. This is just Elemental, right? Probably am fine with the Diviner over the Living Tempest. Is what Bear plus this? That one's good. Deadly Alliance. Ooh, Theft, huh? Also a Kazandu Stomper. Stomper's really good. This is just a 2-1 flyer at its base, too, though. I kind of like this more. I like Evasion. This card's so unreal. I'm probably making a mistake passing it, not gonna lie. Probably want one of those Death Touch Rogues at some point. Bubble Snare, you're the card for me. You're also the card for me. Ooh. I'm just gonna Bubble Snare every card my opponent controls, and that's just gonna be it. That's how we live. If they have waste on tap, we're gonna get our ass kicked. I need another Drake. That's nice. Hey, Into the Royal. I like Into the Royal more than Bubble Snare number 4. Into the Royal's a sweet reprint. Oh, kicker. I don't hate Kicker Skeleton here either. I have the regrowth to fix for that, but Into the Royal's just so good. Ooh. Yeah, this is fine. Kick this to pick up an In the Royal, or kick this to pick up a Baliad Recovery or something. That seems sweet. I like this. There was a 1-3 that was like this in Dominaria. That card was kick-ass. Yo, you help me not die, right? Just help me not die. Ooh, Subtle Strike reprint. Yeah, that card's sweet. Yo, Squid, help me not die. Take this other Royal Mage. Ooh, and a card to recur with all my Royal Mages. Oh no, and the Vine Gecko. This is the one, by the way. This is the card. That's a choice. So Inscription Insight is bounce 2, draw 2, make a giant token. And Vine Gecko is a bear with 2 full lines of text, 4 lines there. I'm gonna go with the Inscription and try to recur that card as much as possible. Holy shit. Mole drifting. Oh. Return target card with kicker from your grave to hand, huh? Yeah, that card kicks ass. But this card also kicks ass. Huh. I want to draw more cards. Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah, that thing's fine. Yo, why is this coming to play tapped? Force Spike. Kind of need some creatures down here. Droid Disruption's real. Like, yeah, we can just play it as a land, but I like Gnarly Colony, and I think you get big late. Moss Skeleton, Field Research. Ooh, there's Syndiclasm. Oh, what's this duel? Like white duel. It's nice. Yeah, Blood Price being a sorcery is lame to me. End of the royal, thank you very much. Another duel. Seriously, those duels are extremely real. Oh, kicker Drake. I want one more rolling regrowth, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Ooh. What about Zendikar? This is a common? What the hell? I would not expect this to be a common. Let's just keep into the roiling. Take another spell to hide my lands. Squid. Alright. Wow, I'm so sorry, Lynx. I don't understand base camp coming in tapped. Like, there are so many, like, less restrictive lands that come in untapped. Only having one Rooster Drakes makes this deck kind of weak. I'm not adding in the lands yet. Actually, I already did. Hold on. Mimic shouldn't be in there yet. Lands get added a little later here. Well, I'm thinking when I think more about them. Do I want to splash for that? Do I want to play Spring Mantle Cleric? I have 3 colors. This thing is a 5/6. They count towards lands to my count. I don't give a shit what the game thinks next time around. Like, I don't want them in there until I'm doing my land counts. This has absolutely nothing to do with the interface. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Oh, you mean this thing? Yeah. I'm not even looking at that.
Moss Pit Skeleton, huh?
Moss Pit Skeleton. Yeah, I'm debating the splash on black. Like, we have 2 ways to grab black mana. And it's really just the skeleton, which isn't super, you know.
On the other hand, it is something that's very easy to refer to instead as a mosh pit skeleton.
Yeah, put that in the mosh. Is that what they're climbing out of?
Probably. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'm looking at the card now. I don't know like any of these.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me...
You probably don't want to pick it looking at it. It's just... Every one or more +1/+1 put on a creature you control. If Moss Pit Skeleton is in your graveyard, you may put Moss... Oh! +1/+1 dredge.
Yeah,
Weird.
So there's a bunch of +1/+1 counter likers, havers in the set.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's... I mean, Zendikar is a big creatures like area. Whenever they have the, it makes sense, I think, to have a theme of growing creatures in Zendikar. You know?
Yeah. Adding in all my fake creatures. Hold on, that added in the wrong card. What was that?
So this is a draft you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's built around this card here, which I only got
First
1 of.
But... 1 mana, 1 enchantment. When you kick it, it enters. It was kicked whenever you cast. Oh, okay. It's a kicker, kicker liker. Gotcha.
And we have
Into the Royal classic. I think the last time you did a draft with kicker, right? Because there was a format that was relatively recent that had kicker, if I remember right. I just like when kicker is back because kicker is, the mechanic that all of these other kicker variants are based on.
Right, and even funnier, my favorite thing, we even have the opposite side of that. If there's only a mechanic for choose all instead of choose one.
Ah, if only.
Yeah, and yes, I'm aware it says choose any number. Anybody who says that in chat in between now and the next 5 seconds is getting out.
The thing is that most of the time, in fact, like this, is you're going to be choosing all of them.
Yeah. I don't think this cleric is any good if I'm in 2 color. This card rules.
Oh, that card kicks ass in anything more than, like, 2 color. That 3 color, it's on... Well, I guess on 3 color it's kind of weak still, but on 4 and 5, it is fantastic.
Yeah, 3 even, that's a 5/6.
It's okay.
Right? Like, that's a 5/6 for 5, and that's like... If I'm playing limited, I will accept the hell out of that.
But in 2, it is a 4/5 for 5, which is kind of below the curve. And we have moved beyond the days of a 4/5 for 5 being just easily acceptable. And hell yeah, I'll take that as a creature. This is Zendikar, huh? You've done your draft already. Sorry, I'm not super familiar with Arena's layout.
This is turn a land into a
4/4 with reach and haste. Gotcha.
Yep.
Also, it actually doesn't make you lose the land permanently. That's actually kind of nice.
Even better, when a chanted land dies, return that, card to its owner's hand. I don't know, what if I played this as a land?
Oh, dope. Yeah, actually, good point. That's an upside in some situations.
Yes. One of the most powerful things I think I've seen is there's a fox, which is to say a 6-mana 6/5 with trample that bounces up to 2 lands on come into play.
And that means it could do shit like this.
Yeah.
To copy that fox and do it again.
And it is specifically up to, so if you don't have anything, just whatever, who cares? Alright, I have no idea the speed of this format. If something
it just
like
came out, right? So
what I do know is that my deck is playing 15 basics and then Secret Land 1.
Oh yeah, these the as they call them modal DFCs.
Yeah. Secret Land 2
are interesting and probably gonna make evaluating how much stuff you need weird.
Yeah, and then Secret Land 3.
Mm-hmm. And also, however, because of that, it means that if you just get lucky and draw out of your 15 basics, like you have, more thinking about it more, that's actually super good for like mana, smoothing and stuff.
If I'm at 5 and I draw enough for this wizard kind of sucks.
But it's still a creature,
right? But I'm absolutely gonna play it over island. So I'm playing 15 and 3. I have no idea what the exact, there's got to be a lot of work put into, the hell the right numbers are, I'm sure. But this is a deck that I feel like is going to want land anyway, because kicker.
Gotcha.
Every spell I have that's less 3 or less actually is secretly, I could play them as 4-drops.
Mm-hmm.
So... one of the other things I thought was kind of neat with these, it doesn't matter in standard, but these lands come back on their front side if they ever get blinked.
Yes, I remember that's a thing because they have explicitly a front and a back. Do they count as just the front when they're in your library, or are they both?
They are just the front.
Okay.
So you can't. For purposes of it's weird. The actual answer is it's weird. They are the front side for identification purposes. But say you have a card that says you may play a land from your hand, you can do that with this.
Yes.
If you could
but if let's say Primeval Titan, which just lets you put 2 lands of any kind on the battlefield, right?
I think you can grab these.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if that shit.
See, that's why I asked, what do they count as in your library?
I think the library's untouchable. I think everywhere else you can, again, there's 1,000 lines here. You can, you can Crucible Worlds play these lands, but you can't, if a card says put all lands from your graveyard into play, it fails.
Gotcha.
I thought Uro did let them put them in. I thought that was one of the explicit things they said was. Oh God, yeah. You know what? I don't know if I can't answer that question with.
It's a new format, and it's so new that it literally just came out a few hours ago.
Yeah, because 2 people are contradicting themselves in a row in my chat. So
yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out in a couple days. It's okay.
Yeah.
Worry not. Judges will be on it. Also, Gatherer will have rule text, I guess, maybe.
I'll have to read the actual. What I always do with the set is read the very in-depth FAQ that they put out.
Yeah, usually that is a good.
I have not read that yet, so.
Those FAQs are in-depth enough that sometimes they bring up old dead mechanics that don't exist in the game anymore.
Okay, I like this.
That's a 3-mana hand that has some plays.
Removal spell, bounce spell, and the big thing here is we got like a fake Mole Drifter and Snapping Drake.
Draw 2, then discard 1, and then when you cast an insect, sorcery, or
can flip
wizard.
it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the big thing with it is that it
It's a small Sphinx. It's kind of rare to see Sphinxes at 4 or less.
Oh, they played. Okay. Alright. Can I help? Help. Wanna. Oh, okay.
Okay, you just bring it up and then you choose. Okay. Actually, playing with these in paper is probably going to be a little awkward as well. Although that's true of all double face cards.
Yeah, but you're gonna be playing with a lot of these. Is gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
I can take my 3 to Bubble Snare instead, so I'll wait on that. I have a lot of things to do on 4. One thing that's actually going to be a bit of a pain is that, like, if our opponent actually is some sort of party haver, like, this shit ain't gonna fly. Yeah, see?
Warrior and... Do they have warrior and rogue here? Oh, no, it's 2 warriors.
They're warrior havers. Well, I gotta make 2 plays. Or I just make the colony and trade with the champ. Or trade with that and then tap down the champ. Let's do this. So if you kick it, it taps the creature.
Right, so it is currently, it just won't untap.
Yeah.
But, so they get 1 free attack with it
Yeah.
still.
I'm doing this because I have a shit ton of 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, so that makes double red and then come into play. Oh, goodness. Yikes. Deals combat damage to a player. Give them a shitty token that says burn you. Yikes. Okay, our opponent's just coming out of the gates here. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Let me get this off the table. I guess mono red has all of the creature types on it. Close to it. Oh. Rooster Drakes. Ah.
I feel like the one that red would have trouble doing is cleric.
Yeah, so,
right? Yeah.
So everything but cleric.
Yeah, I could definitely see rogue, wizard, and warrior out of red, but cleric seems hard. There probably is like 1, but...
So I'm gonna get this down. It's not exactly... It's not exactly 3/4 of them. It's, like, weird because green doesn't get to do any of them good, but, like... And then, like... Oh. Okay,
Black seems like it would be able to do all 4, is the thing,
yeah.
you know?
Okay, well, there goes my plan. Just... Okay. Oh! I'm dead as shit,
I feel like you're
huh?
dying.
I'm
Yeah,
dead as shit, huh?
You didn't... You'd never had a chance, I think, is the thing here. They had a...
They're out of hand.
Nearly... Yeah.
I'm at 4.
If you can... I guess if you get rid of that 3/2, they're out of... All they have to do is have anything, but... You will not die on board.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So I don't die on board. Go to 1. Play Lul Mage's Familiar. And this gains life every time I kick a spell.
So, next turn, if you do survive, you can into the royal.
Yes.
And
And
gain 2 life, get rid of one of their things into their hand.
Also, if they go into combat here, I can just force the issue.
Ooh, you might have got them to... They might be 1 short, the classic red limited problem.
Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna end step the... This is not Harrow, by the way. If it were Harrow, I could do both. But it's not Harrow.
Search for 2 basics and... Oh, ETB tapped. Gotcha.
Yeah, it just doesn't sack the land until resolution.
Okay, yeah, that too.
I do have a lot of mana here, though. Because
It's a lot of cards that are not Harrow, because Harrow is very good.
Okay, 6th land. Do you have a 6-drop or something big here?
Black doesn't get wizards because WotC recommend black wizards to be Warlocks and Eldraine. Okay.
Okay, do I want to pull the trigger on into the Royal now, then?
I mean, you want to gain that life as soon
Yeah.
as possible, I think. You want to use your mana effectively and gain the life that you can get.
So let's get you off the table. I'll decline to take that action, thank you. Ooh, another... Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Risen Riptide. Pass it back.
Alright, you have creatures on board
Oh
that
my
can
God.
block.
Alright.
Alright, you're dead. Good work. There's a bolt in this format. Good to know. Rather, a lightning strike.
That's a lava axe, huh? Alright. Alright, I can't beat that one. Can't beat those. I needed one more turn to, like, pull out of that range. God, yeah. I guess they had that last turn, but couldn't... Okay, so, aggro's fucking real. Cool.
It is... Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, damn.
I mean, aggro was fucking real in original Zendikar, right?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, how many squids do I need to include?
3 2s with Defender and can attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender.
Just as...
Weird.
I think I need to include squids. I think that's the actual...
The most recent card I can think of that's like that was a black-blue creature from Theros. Returned Phalanx, or whatever its name was.
Yeah, there was, Eldraine had one like it. It could activate for blue 1 to just turn off.
Gotcha.
Alright. Let's see if that is... Let's see if that's an overreaction, or if I feel like it's just our asses are gonna get chewed up like that. This deck is a deck that like wants to get to 4 to 5 lands and then just take actions forever. So we need to, like, I guess, take actions to get to that point. That'll be fine.
So I guess it would be black doesn't get wizards, white doesn't get rogues, red doesn't get clerics, blue doesn't get warriors, and then apparently green is bad at all of them because it's the beast liker or something.
Yeah, well, they're weird. Because like green
gets them all but tertiary. Okay.
Yeah, the way they explained it is... Oh, alright, yep. So... Somebody playing a 1-drop is here for an ass-kicking, I understand. It says 4 pump your team? Yeah, or 5 pump your team.
That's a relevant 1-drop. Okay.
Oh. Alright, I don't need to play this Skyclave Sentinel. This is a good card, but I don't need to play it, so... This could be played as a 4/5 flyer later. It's not your turn.
So that's a 2/3 on your turn.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's a good defender.
So I can't attack into it anymore. It made cat noise.
It is both a piker and a... you're adding on...
Yep, I'm gonna...
Okay.
Let's do it that way.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, the thing that's strange about Party is that, like, they listed, like, the dynamics of, like, what it does and doesn't get certain, you know, classes, but they don't match with history.
Right, yeah, it's not...
It's like, it's something they had to do to, like, try to balance limited more than, like, this is what we were saying. Because, like, clearly, Black has had wizards. Clearly...
Black has absolutely had wizards. I mean, Black is also the color that does everything. But, you know, with an asterisk next to that.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's had everything.
Kicking it into the Royal here just to...
I did notice that the play area is on the back of Carrick's.
We are having a good one.
Because that's really important. Yeah, Black Wizards got replaced with Warlocks and Eldraine, but also that's one set. It was like 2 sets ago, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna play one of these.
Understandable that it would keep her up for now, but I'm going to assume that will not hold true forever.
Yeah, when speaking of, they were off color in some manner. I guess that's why they're including the spare supplies, which is a pretty neat cycling card. You got it, boss.
That's actually a dope card. 1 mana,
yeah.
Destroy 2 CMC2 or less, or 4 mana, destroy anything.
Yes. Ooh. Howdy.
Cowards of them to not allow it to kill both Pibble and Renin 6.
It
does.
does.
Never mind.
Yeah.
They're not cowards.
This is not cowards.
I'm
This
sorry.
is warriors. These cards are warriors. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's true. They can block.
So here's an Umara wizard. You know. And here's our squid showing up. I just want to end the Royal kick that, like... That was a 6, right? Yeah. The reason I'm doing this is because it jumps this wizard. Because this is actually quite, this jumps on, like, most of my plays. So... But it's at 12, and we have multiple ways of getting them for 4 in the air. Yep, there it is again. Okay. Perfect. So let's go ahead and put you in the snare. And it is time for Squid. No reason to attack with the wizard because we can jump the wizard with Royal Mage. Royal Mage can pick up and into the Royal, which can bounce the Royal Mage, which can... Wait a minute.
Oh my. You have encountered an infinite combo that costs 6 mana each turn.
What the fuck?
What is this? Okay, so it's a choice card. Costs 6 to do 2 things.
There we go.
Probably
Make it bigger. I was just saying so I can read it. Target player discards 2 cards, destroy CMC 3 or less, and then return CMC 2 or... Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and discard not the Royal Mage. Nice play, though. That's a strong-ass card. Ooh, Mimic.
Of you control. Gotcha.
Wait. In addition. Shit, cast.
Yeah, you cast the rogue here, and then it ETBs as a wizard. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay, let's just kick this then. Give me that end of the royal.
Is there any reason why you're not attacking with both?
This thing cannot attack unless it has +1/+1 counters.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be a 2/3 flyer in artifact.
That's fair. Good point. Yeah. 3 mana. Anyone can play a 2/3 flyer would go in every single deck in this format, almost certainly. In limited specifically, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce your 4-drop. This wizard's an ass kicker.
Yeah, maybe he's actually better than we thought.
Yeah, I'm playing it because it's like a sweet land. Like, hell yeah, I draw it here. It's not a land. Yeah, but if I draw any instant or sorcery, the game ends on the spot.
I mean, can't you kick? Oh, right, yeah. Oh, there's a wizard, so you're good.
And we also just get to pick up more into the royals in the meantime.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, what an ass kicker. Alright, here's there.
I guess it's hard to... I actually talked about this a long time ago, now I think about it. Like, being asked in Limited, would you prefer to play a 3/4 flyer or a 4/3 flyer? And my answer will always be the 4/3 flyer in Limited. And that was a 4/3 flyer. Anyway, they are now running you under the bus.
Buddy, your life total's 4.
Oh, you can't attack all out like this, buddy.
Buddy, hold on.
You're empty-handed. This doesn't kill you. This is just punting the game. Well, I'll be right back. Enjoy your win from your opponent punting the game.
They weren't done, though. They were in drastic control of the game the moment they killed our flyer. They just didn't have to do that. Like, they leave back 2 creatures, I can't kill them. Without committing to my entire hand, but... Okay. Put in the anti-cognition instead of one of the squids. That'll also help with, like, aggro zone and should be usable. They had 9 mana, 1 more land drop, and they were on double activation. So... I don't know. I don't know what the blue was for. I wonder what that was for. Interesting. Anyway. I think we still, even if they only attacked with 2, I think we were fine, but, like, that was easily way too much. This hand looks sweet. This hand looks extremely sweet. Finding it, it's, who are they? What net heavy they got today? I can't see. I'll keep. The Hiri.exe? Alright. So yeah, turn 2, counter the 3-drop, play a wall, and then, like, play Master of Winds, which is, and then we have Inscription of Huge. which is
I have
pretty damn
returned.
sweet. All right, we got kind of a good line here. Counterspell on 2, a couple different options on 3, and then our cool draw 2 discard on 4, which is also a... I'm sorry, what is this?
Kicker Liker Land?
Kicker Liker Land.
That costs... Okay, you put 1 on, and then it once you can then remove it later to add 2. Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be a long game. Yeah, we're both Kicker Liker. Shit. Alright. I'm not allowing that. We get to play that. This thing can, when you kick a spell, becomes a 5/5.
Yeah. Which is a lot of power in blue. There you go.
Yeah, the problem here is I need to draw land. Yeah, not drawing the 4th land here is actually going to be very bad if we're playing a kicker mirror match of sorts.
Yeah. If you were the one who's not got lands, you're boned, honestly.
Yeah, so I'm holding up the Glacial Grasp for that reason.
Also, incorrect. This is not the opposite of boxing match. This is the other side of boxing. Two wizards who are, like, staring at each other, holding back their power until they, release it all in one go. It's extremely boxing.
Sure. There we go, Green Cleric. And we milled Negate and Light Marasa. Thank goodness. Let's keep drawing. What do we not want here?
You want the Rooster Drakes for certain.
Yeah.
You can pick something up with the Tazim Royal Mage if it is a...
Yeah.
I guess the Into the Royal, actually, because of that?
Yeah, either that or maybe just the colony.
I guess, yeah.
Rely on...
You're going to be relying on the 5/5 to do your dirty work, I think. If you
Yeah.
can help it.
We'll end a stream of 2/2s. Yeah, when I saw Master of Winds, this was a card in the set I really liked because it had my Mole Drifter senses go off, It's not quite a Mole Drifter, but it's very in between a Mole Drifter. Oh shit.
It's a creature with a double blue mana cost that flies and draws 2 cards.
Okay, so if I... play Roost of Drakes, and then just... into the Royal kick that? I can attack for 9. We have to deal with this at some point, but... I feel like if I can just get the, this rolling...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was going to say that, yeah, that sounds like a good line of play to me. Attack for 9 is usually a good thing.
Yeah, we can snare this, or just take 5 3 times and just not care. I don't know.
I mean, if you're going to be hitting the back for 9, you're good.
Like, if they tap out to do that again, I can bubble...
They're screwed.
Yeah, I just bubble snare it. Or, this has bounce 2 creatures mode.
It sure does.
Like... You know, I kind of want to play it for 8, but I don't have to. I don't give a shit. You know, it's fine. We can recur it with a Royal Mage. This is... Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Is that a... Okay.
This is a... So this is a Hydra that isn't, like, valued...
It's a Sunburst Hydra, is what it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like... For one, it's a Serpent, I know, not a Hydra, but it's...
Yeah, I know, but it's mechanically a Hydra.
Yeah, but it starts with the 2. Like, it... I think I have to bounce their board.
You don't want them to have that, yeah.
This can copy permanent spells, by the way.
Yeah, this creates a blank copy of a permanent. I think that's the first time they've ever printed that as an effect, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of them in this set like that. It is a brand new. All right, so let's just bounce your board. Thank you very much.
When you think about it, it makes sense. We already take just, oh, you have your clone on board, you just say that it's that thing. It makes sense. Why not just have the ability to place, blank tokens that are another permanent that's on the board, you know?
Yep.
It makes a lot of sense to me. All right, they could play that again. You can still just bubble snare it out of the way.
And they die.
Yeah. I think you have out-tempoed them, which is wild considering you missed a land drop.
Right?
Yeah.
I think they have to spend removal here. I think they have to start bubble snaring.
They have to kill something that you have on board, yeah, or they lose.
Like, I think they're going to spend a bubble snare or something and, like, play their 5 or something like that, you know? Make my Master Winds not on tap and something to that effect, you know?
Like, the thing is that they have to get rid of either the Master of Winds or the Riptide. Because if they...
That's not
nope,
a
they're
winning
dead.
play.
All right.
All right. Because I attack for 8.
Yep.
Exactly.
They're dead.
This. Like, I could even flip my Master Wind, but I don't need to. Okay, that Riptide? Holy shit.
That is a real-ass card, turns out.
I was underselling that one pretty hard. I thought, like, a couple people mentioned it, and I was like, I picked one up late, you know, during the draft. That's fine, but holy shit. Also, an 05 wall is just, like, sweet. Like, that'll keep me alive to get to the good parts. Yes, it's the midnight hour.
If this does turn out to be an overall rather aggressive format, that is definitely Blue's premier aggressive creature at common or whatever it is.
Yeah, like that just stopping that sort of aggression dead.
And also performing its own level of doing tons of damage on its face too.
Oh, this hand's keepable. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, that is a 3-land hand right here.
And we can even get back the wizard later. God, this is sweet. I love these. These are so goddamn good. Alright.
Yeah, that and also the fact that they have printed now just, you know, this taps for green on its face or taps for red on its back is also a very elegant form of fixing. It's neither a mountain nor a forest, so it's also going to be very tempered in power, but yeah.
Squid is here. Anti-cognition is something I probably want to play on her, like, you know, bigger, something like for 3 or 4 drop.
The other thing I'm thinking of is that
I'll block that.
It's going to be really weird, in that these are also going to be like sideways ways to tutor up lands with like creature tutors and shit.
Yes. So, a couple people have mentioned that oh god, Charbelcher, just as a deck, has gotten like a massive upgrade in Constructed. Like, you can actually play lands in your Charbelcher deck, you know? It's kind of incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna have that island do the beatdown. I guess it's not an island, but you know. Sup? Also, I have a regrowth. I'll let them trade if they want to do that. My thought process here is that the 2/2 body becomes irrelevant once they hit 5 here.
Sorry. That's a 3 mana, also single green regrowth with a, flip on it. Nice.
Yeah, it is. Recollect the old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's 5.
Still, I mean, just that it's a versatile and strong card.
Yeah.
Easy to play too.
Yeah, extremely good. I want to play a tapped land here. I feel like the wizard's going to be worth more. Alternately, I could just play Inscription for draw 2 and try to draw out that way. They didn't pump their bannerets. They're holding something.
Mm-hmm. They are white-black, though, so doing the draw 2 would be completely safe.
Yeah, let's go ahead and draw some card.
Bubble Snare and Island. Want that island. I guess, yeah, you don't really care about the Bubble Snare.
Both bottom, assuming that I'll draw a land in the 2. Yeah.
Okay, fair. And you did, so no issue there.
Yeah. You got anything with flash? Nope. You're just gonna beat me down for 1, I don't give a shit. Like, it's fine. I can wait. My deck has more card advantage than yours, I'm certain. Yep, not pumping. Oh, the Raptor. This Raptor also bounces a land of yours. You may bounce a land of yours.
Interesting. That is a weird effect in white.
Yeah. It's a play on core Skyfisher. And there's it's weird. This is Zendikar's the only block where that's like been a thing.
Well, Zendikar is like the lands matter place, right? So I guess it makes sense that all colors would get it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say no to bird. This leaves up my counter. This is just a counter unless I pay 2. Uh-huh. Thanks. Exactly what I want to hear. Okay. So this is gonna die. This card's dead as hell. Oh.
Yeah. Or
a Mind Rot. Ouch.
I'm glad that they did that after you played your wizard.
Yeah. Alright.
Later, idiot.
So if they go to kill my wizard, I bounce it. Because this is a sweet card. I'm just gonna beat you down with a wizard, and the moment you try to kill it, I bounce it and draw a card. That's it. That's the play here. Worst case is like a pair of angels, but even that, I have the answers to that, so I don't care. I don't really mind drawing lands in this position either.
I want you to draw that Royal Mage now, because you can play that, well, okay, you need 1 more, but with 1 more land, you'll be able to play...
Holy shit, okay.
Alright, there it is.
So this card owns, because you can see by the little thingy in the top left, it is a
It's a land that is also a kill spell? Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's 4 mana murder that costs his murder if your opponent is literally without a basic.
If your opponent is Greed Lord, gotcha.
Anyway, excuse me, I don't want to pick that up, thank you very much. And
That deck is absolutely going into, that card is absolutely going into the prank chamber, by the way.
yeah, that card's sweet. I love it because, again, land. Anyway, 1 card left for our opponent. They're probably going to pump that Banneret. Alright, they're out of action. Yes, please. That's perfect curve. Like, here's... And now they're flooding, but, like, we operate so much better in Flood Town. Like, so...
And then that Royal Mage is going to pick up your gigantic super modal card, right?
Yes.
And then
next turn we can cast in. Yeah.
there you go. They're dead.
They're
lost.
They were also taking 9 that turn.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna...
This is kind of fun so far as a form. You're doing cool moves and like recurring your shit constantly.
I like it. I like that aggro's scary enough, right? Like the fact that my first match is just your face got melted is, you know what? That means that's also like, you know, we could draft that. We could just like go ahead and crush it.
That means the format is able to actually support the whole, you know, aggro control mid range. Rock, paper, scissors going on.
Yep. Oh, this card, like, flipped to show me it was a land. Also, again, the hand that looks... It's like, oh, I don't know how I feel about it.
This looks unkeepable on its face, but that's a land over there.
Yeah, this looks like it's really sketch. But... Alright, we got anti-cog... We have a lot of removal. So I probably don't need to play the Skyclave Sentinel unless I'm under extreme pressure. Okay. But yeah, I wonder how many, like, greed decks we're gonna have that are just gonna be, like, extremely, like, pushing the envelope on, like, how many basic lands they play, you know? I'm sorry, that's a pass? It's squid time, y'all.
Your opponent is extremely dead.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This thing kind of... Okay, they found their 3rd land.
That means that they found their 3rd.
Yeah, no thanks.
It's nice having a 1 blue counter as well.
Right?
Like, those are good.
Might want to just play that as a 2-1 flyer. No, thank you.
I will save my squid. Nice regrowth to just completely crush them. Yeah, there you go. That was a successful control limited deck. Right there.
I played counterspell, yeah.
You say you picked up something that was about to get killed? Like, yeah. That's but between that and also just getting completely run out under a full aggro thing, yeah. That seems pretty dope.
Yeah.
There's plans that work.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with... I was worried that we didn't have enough payoffs, but the trick is... Just having strong spells, if we get to the late game, is payoff, right? Like, you know? Ah, shit. None of those flip.
This is unkeepable.
Yeah, none of those flip. Alright.
This is okay.
Fine.
It has this has the counter on too in the Ritzing Riptide, so you're good.
Did I just get rid of Harrow here?
I think so.
Because it looks like I've got a lot of
action. You want the Glacial Grasp so you can actually attack with your big boy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Swarm Shambler. Never a creature you control with the +1/+1 counter goes. Oh. Oh, this is a creature that gets out of hand. Okay.
That's extremely bad news. Okay.
That is going to... If you can't get rid of that, that thing is going to... Like, all you gotta do is even bounce it, and you've dealt with it in this game. But you do gotta get rid of that at some point if you can help it.
Sooner or later, that's gotta get off the table, because my defenses don't work here.
Ooh, 1 mana, 1/1 with Death Touch in green.
I'll just block it with the Riptide. Counter their 3, block it with the Riptide. Or counter their 2 and block it with the Riptide. I don't care which.
Yeah, they're gonna play something on 2, but they're also probably gonna grow here, yeah.
Yeah. I don't care too much about the growth for a while, because like I can always...
Does that say only at sorcery? No, they could be doing that end step.
They might just not want to, like, the interface giving them priority all the time.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, land. All right. All right. Let's Riptide.
What's more, the fact that I just said that that's not a sorcery speed thing. That card is better than I thought.
The power this thing has is that also, like, this is a constructed level card.
Yeah. No, for certain. Like, it gets big. Like,
and it has minor removal resilience, which, like, it's your 1-drop. Your 1-drop doesn't need to have that much power.
Exactly. It's a 1-drop, but it's a 1-drop that, you know, is 4 power on turn 4. So, of course, you might want to get rid of it. And it still gives you a 1/1. Right. So, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, this is going to look really good.
Can you catch them with the Into the Royal?
Yeah.
You bounce the Canopy Baloth. You're gonna get hit with 1, but I think that's it, right? Yeah.
I'm also like keeping up the End of the Royal is really good here in case they go for like Rapid Bite, something like that. Like, you know, a fight spell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit. I got rid of my Harrow. What do you want? So if it's your second plus land play, it just bounce. You have to bounce a land.
Oh, that's weird. Also makes sense.
Yeah. It's like a anti-ramp thing. Oh, damn it! Come on.
Now, if they do still offer this, I'm going to recommend you still maybe take the trade here.
Yeah, and bounce the
little
Just bounce the Dingus and kill the Canopy. Actually, they can't replay the Canopy Baloth.
Yeah, okay, go for it. Yeah, why not? They do have priority, so they could respond to this.
They have priority, so they have an effect here. Like, this is Arena, nobody bluffs. Like, you can by, like, hitting control and taking priority at all times, but nobody does that.
Yeah, because people are doing this to play fast Magic, not to do long-term bluffing Magic.
Okay, happy with Wizard. Yeah, I'm not blocking that, thanks. If they don't have a land play, I can counter that on the way back down. Still holding something. Okay. Not familiar enough to know what. Shit, they made the land first. Okay. fine.
Glacial Grasp is an instant.
Yes. This is a trick. They have a pump spell.
This is probably a trick, yeah.
They even said, oops, this is them trying to do a trick here. How much do I care?
I mean, you know that they can play something at instant speed. They like had that before.
Mm-hmm. Let me get them to burn it. This is just going to be them burning a plus. Damn. Sweet. That's
okay,
it.
so...
+1/+1.
Wait. Target creature gets -1/+1 until end of turn. Base power and toughness. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That would turn it into a 4/4. Got it.
Yep. Because it has a... Yeah, that's fine. Now I'm going to spend the bubble snare. So... I accept. Play a land. Yes! Oh, it's a tap land. Okay, fine. I thought like we were gonna see the like, you know, the play of like the land after you catch them with the. All right, probably just play the wizard. So that Bailoff won't untap. They have 2 cards in hand. I can kick the Rooster Drakes and get a free Drake out of it. Yeah, obvious attack. No thanks. I'll block that with a 2/2 later. A+ would draw again. So... We're gonna pick it up. Probably just want to get the Drake going.
So you start to crush them under value at this point, right?
Yeah, as long as we can get the biggest creature off their board. Like, we just have to answer Canopy Bailoff, and then from there, this game ends.
Right.
So... yeah, like, from there, it's literally infinite value answer, like Drake's. So, there's a landfall, so now their Bailoff is a 5/6, or a 6/5.
Okay.
That's an edict, okay.
Oh, wait. That's Crackle Doom.
Yeah, that's Crackle Doom without the 2 damage. That's just... that.
It's Crackle Doom that also is monocolor. Dang, you removed Mardu's, like, kind of thing it did.
Alright. Pick up into the Royal. This card does not trample, so you're going to see the power of a fully operational value engine. Check this shit out. Oh, this ain't gonna be real.
I guess, does that target each opponent or one opponent?
Each opponent.
It is Crackling Doom then. God dang.
Here we go. So I'm gonna let my Drakes go because they're gonna be replaced very soon. And,
And then the moment that you get, like, land draws are also live at this point because,
yeah.
it makes it so you could kick both of these.
Anyway. I generate a Drake every time I do this loop. If I get a land, I'll generate 2.
Congratulations, opponent. You are figuring out combos. This is... they shouldn't be attacking with the 1-1 here.
No, because it's a free kill.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You like E-Witness loops?
I love E-Witness loops. That's a land. It also... yeah, you can't get the kicker off of the Tizine Royal Mage with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it as such. You know what the coolest part about this combo is? If our opponent draws some sort of, like, card to get them out from under it, I bounce the Bailoff.
Yeah. And sure, you lose that, but this isn't your only Royal Mage.
Right, this isn't my only end of the Royal. Oh
There's lots of ways to... Dog, you can't do this. There's no benefit for you doing this at this point.
I love it. I love it. Recover.
Oh, Balagan Recovery. Okay. Now you can bounce the Bailoff and recover from it with no problem at all.
Alright, let's pick up
I wonder which card you're gonna draw.
Alright, let's go to combat.
This rules. I love seeing this kind of plan go off. I think your deck is cool. And this is that creature we're talking about with the return up to 2. Gotcha.
That has trample.
That has trample. So you target it with the Into the Royal, and then...
And then they get the landfall triggers, you know, for...
Or you could just put 3 Drakes in front of it.
Yeah. 20 cards in deck, we're no worries. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hello. Also good.
Uh-huh. Take Into the Royal.
Weird. You sure you don't want to grab your counter?
I'm gonna play a land.
With the 2 Royal Mages, you don't need that, yeah.
And we'll get some damage going.
Play your new land. Don't play your swamp. Play the land you just drew, so you know that it's completely safe to go for it.
I'm just gonna bounce the Stomper here. I'm not fucking around. Oh my god, they drew a kill spell for Tizine Royal Mage?
Well, if that's the case, you just... if that does happen, you bounce the Tizine Royal Mage, you put 1 thing in front of the Canopy Bailoff, then 3 things in front of the Stomper, and they lose anyway.
I'm gonna see what they do here.
This might throw them off, because this wasn't who they were expecting for you to bounce. But it's fine, because they're dead next turn anyway.
Also, I can just start the combo again. I have another Tizine Royal Mage.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying they don't know that. But
yeah. This card's incredibly cool, by the way. That's a good cat.
What's their final spell in hand?
I'm attacking all out so that it's not like kill spell, knocks me down.
And then you just pick up if like something. Oh, well, there you go. You're done. You win.
How many cards I have to show you? Here. So Rooster Drakes, huh?
That's a good ass card, it turns out.
You know what the best thing about this combo is? The last time Kicker was around, as you mentioned, Dominaria. Dominaria had a red card that was like get to spell liker. Something like that. I don't know its actual name. It was a 1/3 for red 1. With Kicker for red 3, pick up an instant sorcery. And Into the Royal was in that format.
Yep.
And this is the sort of shit you have to do in that too, but you didn't have the payoff.
Yeah, you didn't have the payoff of just get free drakes for it. You could have infinite spells, but you didn't get incidental free drakes.
Yeah.
And the infinite spells is good by itself, but if it also has flyers, that's great.
I think our deck will be fine at play 25 lands. My favorite part about that game of Limited was that I had 10 lands in play and drew a spell that was a land and thought, yeah, I need a land.
I'm actually glad to see the land.
Yeah, sweet. The land.
It feels like that this is a format where all draws are live in its own way because of that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we got Anti-Aggro Squid is here.
Whenever you... Okay, Cleric Liker.
And a fake Ajani's Pridemate. Mm-hmm. Well, Squid goes toe-to-toe with that, even if they gain the life. It's free Drakes.
That's a Cleric.
Mm-hmm. The threat. The idea here is that this might get them to not attack next turn.
Right.
Might not, I don't really care too much either. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Did you just draft Clerics, dog? That's impressive.
Okay, that's scary.
That is a hell of a curving out right there.
Good thing I've got some Bubble Snare and some Bounce. I've got some answers. I'd probably just take the freaking double block.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw Party. By the way, this is also a fake Soul Warden. This is a Soul Warden. This is a Soul Warden. This is the, like... Yep, for your clerics, obviously. This is like 80% to a constructed deck is what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, with the core, you're right. With the core Celebrant on board, it's any creature pumps those two. All right.
Yeah. Okay, let's turn one off. One druid away from some optimal 3/5.
Ah.
Alright, so I can...
Cleric or druids.
Oh my god.
Alright,
oh
they
my
are...
god. Oh my god.
That is so much life. Wow.
I'm never killing this asshole. They're never gonna die. They're invincible. I can't touch them. And oh boy, I need to find like flyers and get over this thing. Or I need drakes, you know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pass.
Oh, my God, you gotta pass. Yeah, there's nothing you can do here.
I can. This is Zendikar can get in. This rules. Yeah, good thing they're fake pride mates, or this would be a. I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Oh right, this is the 3-mana demon cleric. I've seen this before.
Has lifelink. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, if that creature was a cleric, holy.
By the way, yeah,
fuck.
this dude right here is playing constructed deck.
Who brought the constructed deck to the table? What the fuck?
That's gain 4 right there, and also this entire board, if any of it dies, pumps their flyer that also causes them to draw a card each time they die.
Demon Cleric makes sense to me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I will block the shit out of those. Just alright,
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Stop.
We're resetting that garbage. God, the worst part is, like, I can play Nissa Zendikar and attack, and then they just fucking...
Yeah, they put one of their clerics in the way, and then, well, that's now a 3/3 flyer that also drew them a card.
Fuck.
What an incredible start. Jeez, that's one of the best limited starts I've ever seen.
That is weird. I would have chump blocked 1,000 times if I were an opponent, because they've missed land drops, and this just lets them cycle shit. Obvious.
What? Right, that's the one that they had already. Never mind. Sorry, I thought that was like
the third.
Is that a third one? Like, yeah.
Want to draw land. Flying.
Okay, that's bad. I mean, yeah, there you go. So you can have the Royal Mage as or no, Skycliff Sentinel is that 6 or 7?
7. I'm gonna kick this.
Okay. You can still do the Sentinel like in 2 turns if you don't draw another untapped land. You do have Mimic, but
yeah, and I needed to play the untapped land here so that I could do this. Because I 100% want the end of the Royal back. No attacks.
The end of the Royal is how you're going to be taking still a lot of damage each turn. But that's not the cleric.
Whenever you gain life, your opponent loses a oh fucking hell. I am damn satisfied to get my ass kicked in this way. Holy shit. This is quite... If I were building a cleric pre-con to sell to people, like, you know, this is just what it would be. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. They've got you dead in so many different ways right now. They don't have to attack you anymore.
I know.
All they have to do is play, like, 1 creature.
And
or 2 creatures.
I can't bounce this because it just does the goddamn shit again.
Yeah. This is extremely impressive. And you're incredibly boned.
I am super dead. So I have to enter the Royal this cleric on their first creature cast.
It's going to be another cleric, too, is the thing.
Right.
They don't even need it to be a cleric again at this point, but it's going to be.
If they attack...
It gains them 2 more life, so you drain 2 more, if it is.
Well, do you think their deck has non-cleric creatures in it? At
I
this
mean,
point,
I hope there's at least one.
I don't. I'm not convinced. At this point, I think they just brought a constructed deck into the queue. Okay, that's just a
There you
bat.
go. There's one. That's just a bat. It's a 1/1. it still causes 2 triggers of life gain.
I think I still have to hold it.
Look at this stack.
God. Hold this L.
Oh, there's another... Okay, you're hyper dead. What the hell? That still drains you for 1.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm forced to chump block. See, the reason I'm staying alive is I want to make one very important move. There's an extremely important play I still have to make. The move.
That was a very cool way to copy a forest. I'm very for it.
And I will...
Just let them kill you.
Yeah,
just let them swing out and murder you.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
This is
crunch.
literally the most synergistically perfect, like limited deck I've ever seen.
I'm scared. Like seriously.
That's something that someone pulled off on day 1.
Like, well, the thing is,
like hour 4.
I guess the trick with a lot of those cards is that a lot of them are gonna go around a little late.
Yeah.
Like think about the 1/4 cleric. You know, it gains life off any creature coming into play, but that's not a high value target unless you're some sort of controller slow deck.
They picked those the white black ones early, right? Like that's what they did, and then they looked at all of the ones that, like every cleric that was coming their way afterwards.
Yeah,
including ones that turns out synergistically work with the rest of their deck anyway. That is a 3-land. This is a 3-land hand with a early play.
Yeah, and I even could play this and pick it back up later. So, oh boy, you are. Here's a 2/1 flyer. Have fun.
Nice. Good good curvat.
Yep. I'm very happy about these draws. Kill spell.
Ah, their own 2/1 flyer. Hello.
No thanks.
Okay. So they also got that guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They don't seem to be nearly as hyper synergy.
Or are they?
Oh fuck.
Did like LSV look through this format and say, "Hey, draft clerics very highly. It's really strong," or something?
Maybe that people just figured it out.
Yeah. It doesn't stop the cats.
I know. All this removal is garbage against this. Just the cats don't lifelink. Oh yeah. There's the look at the cat token. That does gain them a life. Mind rot that makes a cat.
Alright, well, you can play a 4/4, so that's neat.
Don't do that. Do not trust the auto tapper with that card.
Mm-hmm. 4/4 that might turn into a 4/3 wizard. If they kill it.
Yes. Also got a Risen Riptide. Problem is, like, if they find a way to lifelink at all, they can chump block for a long time. My hope is that I can kill them before they... Well. Okay.
Okay. That's a 3/4 flyer.
Let's get in the bubble snare. I get the feeling that most cards in their deck have the text.
Gain X life, where X is any incidental number.
Yes. I have to try to beat you down. I have strong cards still left.
Yeah. There's a lot of good plays that you could draw, or there's a lot of good... Drawing lands would be okay. Drawing...
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in your deck that are completely online by getting them. A kicking card would be the ideal.
I think they're not chumping the land with the cats because they think they're the aggressors still, which I can't tell if they're correct in that assessment or not. 3 cards in hand, like, they might just have an overrun, right?
Might just have an overrun. They might have the ability to gain a ton of life out of nowhere here.
Yeah, there's 2 white overruns. When I say overruns, I mean that there's a +2/+2 for 5. Your team, that's also a land, and then there's a +1/+1 that you can kick to be a +2/+1 at common. I think that one's also 5 on the full. White 1 and white 2, I think. So, like, they might just want to go...
Pro blue to get that out. It doesn't untap it, thankfully.
Doesn't untap it, thankfully. That is time. And, like, Master of Winds blocks it. That's them not using it for...
And if you get... Blocks, and then if you get an Into the Royal, kills it, so...
Yes.
Is it a cleric?
Yes.
Okay. There's an Into the Royal, which is good to see. The squid... Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
Aggro.
Okay, that kills... That kills your 2/1 with... oh, wait, no. Right, yeah. Okay, gives you a wizard. That's nice. And gets their flyer out of the way. 2 of their flyers out of the way. That's actually okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Kind of want the land drop. So it costs 3 to lifelink their flyer.
If you get an untapped land, you can play both the Familiar and the Riptide next turn, and then you'd be able to leave up Into the Royal as a,
yeah,
you know, as a trick to deal with basically any number of things, and also gain some life.
Do they have the -1? They might have the -1/+1/+1 move here. If they do, if they get the Master of Winds off the table, things are going to be pretty bad for us.
Yeah.
Take 4 to kill that.
That can draw you 2 cards.
I could move the bubble snare. They can't lifelink if they're like that, right?
Right. So, like, what are you going to Into the Royal pick that up? Or...
Into the Royal, pick up the bubble snare, move it over here. They can attack me for 5 twice, which is not my life total. Well, I have a 3-turn clock. Obviously, they'll never gain any life. That totally wouldn't happen.
It's a little spicy, but this might be your way to win the game. Yeah.
Like drawing
Okay,
a
land is nice.
Bubble snare moved. Okay, the next turn I get to play
that healer, another target cleric. Okay,
that's the reason for the move. Yes.
Yes. Okay, I get you.
And I can't like bounce the shepherd because it gains life.
Then that just gains them life. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Insight.
They're very good cats.
Playing both these blockers will be nice to just like stall this out. Again, if they have an overrun, we're dead. 2 cards in hand, I just kind of have to play like they don't have it, like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so down to 7. What's your post-combat play? Looks like they're looking at the graveyard.
Okay, is that put 2 creatures on the battlefield? What?
Yeah.
What is that?
That is put 2 creatures from grave into play.
Up to 1 of... Oh, that's up to 4 as well, dang. Okay.
Well...
You can block either of those,
I guess. Bounce them both.
That too. So, okay, how do you... You have 7 mana, right?
Yes.
So you can play either of these blockers on the ground. They will be getting life, I think, is the thing. Because one of these is a cleric.
That one's a cleric.
Yeah. So if that's the case, is bouncing the healer and that guy actually the thing you do?
Then I can't attack.
Right, okay, yeah, good point.
They can just replay these.
If you draw into the royal, you win, I think.
You're the one that produces mana. And is also a lethal threat on its own. Okay. They can play both. They have 6 mana. I don't think I could wait to kick the inscription.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. You're extremely playing to this is down to the wire, and you don't have any time to wait. It's like, I feel like the game ends either next turn for them or for you, and that's like all there is to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna block here. It won't kill the cat, but it'll prevent us from dying to a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're at 5. So they can just replay both flyers. They can replay one plot flyer and pass. Okay.
Yeah, they could have passed just because they had flash.
God damn it.
Whatever. Was that
Into the
Royal
Royal
Mages?
Into the Royal
Okay.
was the mill.
I don't think you recover from this. Wait.
Can I kill them through that?
Yeah, hold up. Whenever another they do die, all they need to do is not activate the lifelink. And then you just kill 2 of their You also need to survive, though. If you block everything that's on the ground.
It's a May?
Oh, yeah, it's a May.
What?
Never mind.
What? I'm mad.
Pure
Black
upside
doesn't
3
get
mana.
that. Black doesn't get to
demon,
do that. The downside's supposed to be you die. It's Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant ain't a May. Fuck. Okay. Holding a land. Thinking. I can attack with a little Mage's Familiar. They have to block it.
Yeah, because they'll die otherwise. But they'll just block with... They will just block with the... What do you call it? The cat.
That's fine. They don't get the counter from cat.
Yeah, because it's non-token.
And
gotcha.
I have 2 blockers. I take 4 from the crackback.
Right. And if they decide to block with the Sky Dancer instead, how does that work out?
They get a +1. Oh, that looks bad. Then they overrun this. Okay. We have to hold it back.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if they just block with the Sky Dancer, they just get a 3/3 instead.
Yeah, they still get the 1/1 counter no matter what. That doesn't. It doesn't matter what the creatures. They still get the counter. And if this is a 3/3, oh well.
All right, you're screwed.
I'm dead as shit. Okay, there was no victory there. Like,
Yep.
I can't squeeze 2 damage in if you've got a kill spell for me. Yeah, if I had Into the Royal here, I could wait till they attack. Into the Royal that. And... There's no way that's the correct attack. Please, commit to this. Give me 1 turn.
Why would they do this? I don't understand.
Okay, I've got a turn. I don't know if I have anything that can get me out of this. Okay, Island sure is.
Island is definitely not it. The worst part is when they milled, the End of the Royal was on top of your deck. You were gonna draw it if they didn't mill you.
Yeah. Sadly, I'm not sure the End of the Royal would have been enough.
I don't think so
Because they
either,
had the kill
not
spell.
without also ripping off of the Into the Royal, the Royal Mage, I think.
Yeah, well, the kill spell, I think, just negates everything because they can just kill my...
Right.
My play. Yeah, those cleric decks.
The black-white cleric deck seems pretty real, actually.
Yeah, that was 2 of our 3 losses. We lost number 1 to Hyper Gruul aggro, and then we lost to some clerics at 5 here. Which, fair enough, you still get your entire entry back at 5 wins, so I ain't gonna complain in any way. Yeah, the thing about the cleric deck is that it's incredibly good against us, our deck, because Bubble Snare's garbage.
Yeah.
Like, Bubble Snare is super bad there. Elf Wizard.
Yep.
Merfolk Cleric.
Sure.
When we talk
Why
about
not?
the bleed to make party work, that's the sort of thing you get. This card's a motherfucker.
The beginning of combat on your turn, put a just okay. That's gotta be a huge motherfucker in multiples.
Yeah, like alone, you play that, you go to combat, it's a 2/2. You have any sort
Yeah.
of evasion.
It's a 2/2 in combat on the turn you play it, and then it swings as a 3/3.
Yeah.
Fisher Wizard.
Scry your party.
That's fine on its face, just as a 4-mana 3/3 scry 1.
And then here's that Shambler. This card is... I think this card's real.
Maybe not standard playable, but playable in some form of deck.
There might be, if there's a standard deck that wants some sort of 1-drop in green, like, and, you know, that's... Sadly, the rogue stuff is effectively dead on arrival in standard. Because milling your opponent incidentally is horrible in a format where Uro exists.
Yeah, when Uro exists, and oh wait, oh my, you just went ahead and gave me a Titan. Nice.
Right, and like
a Titan and fuel to escape the Titan.
Right, you're like, oh no, your rogues are on. Let me turn them hyper off. Like, it sucks because, like, I think in limited they'd actually work decently. Like, they have some pretty above curve cards.
Someone mentioned that the blue-black mill deck actually works really well.
I could see that because think of how we were playing. And, like, how, like, because we're just doing hyper value, you know.
I like Uro, but Uro is really strong.
I'm annoyed that Uro, for some reason, felt the need to not just be a mirror. Let me, after I look at these cards, I will explain what I mean. Cards, equipment liker. Here's that cleric.
Yep, that guy is really good if you have the full squad. It gets huge really quick.
Yeah, then there's Kicker Land. Up this last one. Yeah, this Banneret, that was doing a lot of work. Yeah, Rogue can work in Limited, but... Oh, this thing actually seems real as shit.
That's a 5... Oh, it's Trample. Okay, yeah, gotcha. If it's a... Trampling of 5/3.
And then here's, you know...
Oh, like the payoff card for party? Is that what this is right here?
Yeah. Well, it's one of them. Like, again, they had a double reminder that our opponent killed us with double revival.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is also a party. It gets cheaper on party. Holy shit, I haven't seen this.
3 mana trample haste with kicker 2. Oh, damn,
Holy
this thing rules.
Shit.
This is dope.
You remember Viashino Sandstalker?
Not off the top of my head, but I have a feeling I know what you mean.
So Viashino Sandstalker was from Visions and reprinted in 8th edition, so I remember it from being in Standard when I started playing. Red 1 for a 4/2 with haste bounces at your end step. That thing
probably was intended for that to be a downside, but actually that makes it immune to removal.
Yes, and this is better than Viashino Sandstalker in like 3 ways.
Trample has an extra point of toughness, can come into play as just a 5 mana 6/5 trample haste.
Yeah, and a relevant creature type. Like,
yeah, giant and warrior.
Yeah, 2 of them. Yeah, so to explain what I mean when I say I don't like that, I really don't like that the Titans don't mirror.
That Kroxa and Uro don't mirror each other exactly?
The first one is the mana cost, obviously, like, Uro is 1 instead of 2 on the front, but they mirror on the escape, which is where they usually are. They're, sorry, yeah, 5 other, and 4. Kroxa is discard, they take 3. Uro is draw, you gain 3.
Yes.
However, Kroxa has a condition on the 3 life loss, and Uro just, for some reason, ramps you.
Yeah, yeah. Uro is just better. He just is. He's just better of the 2.
Like, way
no questions asked.
Better.
Kroxa is pretty cool still, but he's not nearly as good.
Kroxa's fine, and especially if you it's like, oh, I have like a deck that can make use of the resources in the grave, sweet. But like, Kroxa's a fair card, Uro
is an unfair, very powerful card. Basically true of
a little above the line.
Yeah.
So, pushed is a very good word for it.
Uro is very pushed, clearly, yeah.
So, but yeah, okay, no, I'm feeling this limited format. I like that it feels very, like, it feels like there's a lot of directions that function, like, just from seeing what our opponents were doing.
You got your ass kicked by clerics twice, and aggro red just, you know.
Right, sometimes a lava axe at your head just kicks your ass, you know.
Hey, lava axe being in a limited format is also just a nice thing.
Well, yeah,
it means that you're not safe at 5.
Well, especially when your lava axe is also a volcanic hammer, right?
Yeah, especially when it's a very, very versatile card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Gruul deck that played no green, it was just mono red kicking her ass, wasn't it? But yeah, the reason blue-green gets very pushed things is that if you look at blue-green historically as constructed playable combos and like their mechanics, blue-green has been basically ass for decades.
Yeah. Blue-green is
like the last time like a blue-green deck alone was like dominating Standard was like Madness in 2002. You know, like,
it's easy to forget that while blue-green, people play a lot of Commander. Blue-green is very, very powerful there.
Oh, extremely.
That is not representative of basically any other constructive format. Not even close.
Yeah, like the other place that blue-green tends to be very powerful is when you go back into older formats. Things like, any Delver-style deck, any Tarmogoyf-style deck, they're going to be able to make use of powerful spell plus powerful creature.
But historically, it's been pretty rare that blue-green gets to shine at any point, really.
Yes. Like, one of the examples I can think of is that Simic Skyswallower was a card printed in Dissension, and it was the supreme ass kicker until a Chroma got reprinted, and then that card just sort of got thrown into the garbage as far as constructed goes, because turns out like the mono white legend can just kind of be better in like 4 different directions.
In recent history, there have been times that blue has just been garbage.
Yes.
That's happened.
There's also been times where green has not been as powerful, limited especially, but green had limited problems for a long time because of like removal issues and like big bodies just not being enough to compete. Every standard deck is an Uro shell. Yeah, understandable where it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So.
When I say that I like Uro, but he's very, very strong, I'm not saying that he's not too strong. I'm just saying that I like the mechanics of Uro. That's all.
Not only see Bearminator, they haven't just been putting fight into green. Like they actually have
green
stopped.
Has been getting...
They stopped getting fight.
It has different removal now that actually is, its own weird thing.
Like, so it used to be, like, even recently, it was fight spell in green for like 1 or 2 mana, but this is the style they've been getting more and more.
The
Rabid Bite.
Fall of the Hammer, whatever it's called.
The best one I can show right here actually is the best. So, there is a card there's a card called Hunt the Weak that's green 3. Target creature gets a +1/+1 counter and fights a creature you don't control.
Yep.
And that was a pretty goddamn premium removal spell.
Yep. Weirdly, I remember this. In M14, you picked every single one of those and you won the draft.
Well, because, like, you think about it. You play your 3-drop, your opponent plays their 3-drop, you play Hunt the Weak, +1/+1, kill their 3-drop attack.
Yeah, it is both a pump to your creature and also you just put them down a card.
Eldraine has Outmuscle. Outmuscle, if you pay a bunch of green mana, makes the target indestructible. Yours. Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes it one-sided. You gotta work for it. Understandable. Triple green and limited is hard to come by. That's a payoff. You suplex that bear. This is M21.
That is 4 mana, it just does the damage.
Yeah, just, you know what? What if we don't fight anymore? What if I win? And so we've moved along from fights to just screw it. If you have a bigger creature, you just have straight removal. And the more, like, it's a difficult line to balance. Like, because you obviously want green to have removal and limited in its own way. But
they've also printed at least a couple of green enchantment removals, right? By enchantment, I mean it is an enchantment you place on a creature that functionally removes it from everything, right? I think that they printed at least like a couple of those recently.
Those tend to be much. You're thinking like Lignify style?
Sorta, yeah.
Those are rarer. Kenrith. Like this, sort of.
Yes, that sort of thing, kind of thing I was thinking of. I guess that might be the only one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's the only existent. Yeah. Like, those are like cards you play again. You play in EDH, because like Lignify and Song of the Dryads, just in the forest or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, having fun with this draft format. Very excited to do some more of it and see like how not just like party works out, but like
I want to see the other color combinations and like what their actual things do, right? Because
right, like how real is the +1/+1 counter theme?
right.
That's something we saw a couple people playing cards for, and I think we overran them every single time anybody played a card like that because it was like the only card that was of any threat of that style was the 1-mana 1/1. You know, them playing like a 2/2 for 3 wasn't really doing anything when the rest of their team wasn't getting any effect. I don't know. I mean, EDH, you do whatever you want. That's great. That's.
Oh yeah, no, it's a format where you can play whatever.
Yeah,
it's not going
stuff there.
It's 4 players. Everyone's playing really slow on purpose. Go for it. Just do whatever. It's no problem.
Yeah. So. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna try to fit in some more of this over the weekend, tomorrow at some point. Like that's the most likely. Just fit some more in tomorrow afternoon. Thanks, Doc, for jumping in on this.
Hey, I was awake, and I mean, I may as well. I've been talking a lot today. I can keep it going forever.
Yeah, it's an endless resource, right?
It's an endless resource for me. I haven't lost my voice in like 12 years.
The only time I ever lose my voice is I used to consistently lose it at MagFest. Like, but other than that's like the only time that it happens. So, the cowards for calling the warriors not fighters. No, that's not cowardly.
They don't want to introduce a new creature type for no reason.
Like, fighter kind of sucks as a name, and like
fighter has always kind of sucked as a name. It was a what do you call it? Acquiescing to the fact that the original name for the class was Fighting Man, and then they realized that they couldn't do that.
You know, if I look for...
Warrior is already a supported card type. There's no reason for them to do not like to introduce a fighter as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a number of them in standard, not directly, but like you look at Khans of Tarkir, has like a shit ton of warrior support.
I'm thinking Chief of the Edge, just off the top of my head.
Yeah, Chief of the Edge and Scale. The entirety of the set Battle Bond is all warriors, and also just like literally looking up warrior as a creature type.
There's a lot of warrior support. There's a lot. I would say that warrior is a more supported type than soldier. It's like, because it's across multiple colors and not just in white.
Fuck is this?
Mardu Outrider? What? When did this happen?
Where is this card? What?
What is that symbol? Is that just the arena?
That's arena exclusive.
What?
You love just finding new cards?
This isn't a card that exists. Yeah, this is arena. It's from the Arena Beginner set.
You know, I know, like, I know the Arena Beginner set exists because, like, there is a fake, this here. There's a fake Ajani's Pridemate in it. So that your life gain deck can actually have a human cleric, Ajani's Pridemate, who, like...
They also wanted to have...
Yeah.
Looking at these, they probably tried their best to do, oh yeah, we're going to include creatures from all planes of Magic. So here's our Innistrad white creature.
Yeah. But my problem with Warriors, to go to Arc and Black's thing there, like this is something that I didn't realize until Ryan mentioned it on stream a couple weeks back, Ryan Overturf, is that Warrior is like with a lot of creature types, you look at the card and you'd be like, yeah, that's a cleric. Yeah,
Warrior is anyone that is doing any fighting.
That's a wizard. But Warrior is like, but it's not. It's like a third. Because like there's also Soldier and Knight.
Yeah, sorry. By that I mean, okay.
Like
it's not that everything that's doing any fighting, it's yeah.
It's like what like You know, the defining feature of a warrior is...
It's that it has warrior on the type line.
Yeah.
Theoretically, white gets soldier more often than warrior, and then, like, red gets warrior more often than soldier. That's it, really?
Yeah.
Like, there's not... Mechanically, there is no difference between warrior and soldier aside from vague themes.
Yeah, cool.
Knight has a more coherent identity in that they have vigilance almost always, for instance.
Knight is actually, like, okay, Eldraine muddles this a lot, but Knight tends to have, for one, they actually,
horse.
They you know, if you have a horse, I think you just auto become a knight.
Mm-hmm.
First strike and vigilance tend to be around. First strike if you're like playing off of a, you know, knight.
Jousting and stuff, yeah.
You know, vigilant, you know, here's vigilance token, vigilance, first strike.
Of like all of the knight tokens that exist in Magic, like 5 of them are vigilance ones. One I think doesn't have a keyword at all, and then one of them has first strike.
Yeah,
it's a good way to like kind of feel out what knights are and what they do, and it's that they're mostly they have horses. That's what defines a knight, and art-wise, that's a good enough of a shortcut for you to know. That's a knight just from looking at it.
Yeah, you can. They are mounted.
Yeah.
And like again, Eldraine actually blurs this line.
Muddles this because there's a lot of knights in Eldraine, and they are varied.
Like I'm thinking a warrior from Mardu is just like, I don't know what a fucking warrior looks like. Shrug.
Warrior in Mardu is just for them to have. There are a couple of soldiers in Khans of Tarkir, and they're mainly there to annoy you that they aren't warriors.
Right, like this is a warrior.
It's just that dude's got dogs. One of them's on fire.
Dogs
that's weird.
And like looks like a bow.
Yeah, there's arrows back there, and then I think a sword.
That's a grip of some kind. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no warrior is one of those generic types that doesn't actually mean anything on its own.
Yeah, so
basically,
so that's my like, and I didn't realize this until like again this was something Ryan mentioned on stream, and I was like, holy fuck, you are extremely right. Like, like, you know, I had never even thought of this, but all of a sudden it's like, oh, here you go, here's your party maker. Makes warriors, rogues, and clerics. You don't actually.
It doesn't make wizards though.
You also probably don't actually want to be like, this card isn't great. It's not good.
They all have haste.
They do. This card was misprinted on release. Actually, maybe it was the token. I think it was the rogue was either a 1/1 on the token or a 1/1 on the card, and the token was a 1/1 on the token, but the card says 1/2 in packs. I think was it. There was a mistake with one of the tokens that was like, whoops, the stats are wrong.
What? I'm slightly annoyed that the rogue is a 1/2 when it's supposed. I would rather. It's the one with the. Okay, it has an ETB trigger, I guess.
Yeah.
Why don't make the warrior a 2/2? I guess because of the trample, so they want
too close to the knight.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a cleric is a 2/1 because the cleric gets to equip maces and whatnot, which makes them larger weapon users than knife haver. But the rogue can throw the knife, and that's why it has the ping on ETB.
Just knife.
But the main problem I have with it is the 2 toughness on the rogue, but not on any of the other ones is weird.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I think the token was a 1/1. Like on its actual like literal in the pack, but like the card says 1/2, so the card, you know, overtakes.
Yeah, card obviously overwrites the token 100% on what it should be.
Yep.
So it was just saying the token was wrong.
Yeah. Was that corpse knight? Was it just a literal corpse knight? Like, I can't speak corpse. This thing. This was a 2/3 in some of its initial printings in like early run packs.
Whenever another, but it's not supposed to be. It is in fact supposed to be.
It is in fact a 2/2.
Man, I think that's like it would be a good card under a 2/3.
Right. As is, it's like.
It's okay.
Fine.
It's not impressive. As a 2/3, this would be like.
Fucking.
Man,
all right.
I'd be completely cool with playing this, 100%.
Yeah.
That's a primo, if not bomb, uncommon.
Yeah, just hit you for 1. Corpse Knight, I think, yeah, was Corpse Knight in the Knight deck that was, like, not very good because its mana was very slow unless you drew the good land? Okay.
By the way, I have learned that Sir Gwyn is apparently an extremely powerful commander, and I did not know that. I mean,
which one?
Reading the text, it makes sense. That's the equipment cost 0 to equip.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, which one of the uncommons is that? But no, it's like, no, that's your general.
That's your mythic rare. Knight is what that one is.
Yeah, that's our friend over here somewhere.
Oh. She's somewhere.
Yeah, she's. Oh, she's from
probably from a commander
she's
deck,
from a
honestly.
Brawl deck.
Weird.
There she is.
Gotcha. Turns out very powerful. I built the deck just to have a bunch of swords in it, to have its sword liker.
Mm.
But then I also did the cool move of sacking a land to give it +10/+10. So.
Okay, you want to know a rad move?
Yeah.
Cowards can't block warriors.
That's an extremely rad move.
You want to know a radder move?
What's that?
This overwrites the creature type.
Oh, shit. Right, yeah, because they just become a coward. No other text. Oh, you cowards aren't humans anymore.
Cowards are no longer human.
Cowards aren't human is a really strong thing to say.
So, even more, if you want to do the dumber things, of course.
So, mutate only checks non-human when you mutate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a way to mutate humans. Makes sense.
Once you become a coward, you can let out the inner, you know.
You can let out the inner Godzilla.
You're right. You know, like you can, JoJo, I throw away my humanity.
I just grow 3 heads, and all of a sudden, I am King Ghidorah himself.
Yep. Magic's a sweet game.
Magic is a dumb game, but like in a good way.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm glad I would probably just sit here and bullshit for hours about Magic.
We did that before.
We did that
a couple
before,
days ago.
A couple days ago.
We went through every Planeswalker and decided that most of them are okay, I guess, actually.
Oh.
I don't like Sorin anymore. That's the only thing I can say about it.
Oh my god! Finally.
Brightland Pathway? What about it? Oh, is that you just got one?
No.
Or...
I have 69 wildcards.
Oh, nice! Nice. Alright, I didn't see that through my pop filter.
Oh, yep. No, these lands are extremely good, by the way, if you're not familiar with these. We saw our opponents playing them.
I think they're dope.
There's 6 of them in Zendikar here, leaving out 4. Simic, Golgari, what was it, Azorius Rakdos?
I think that they are super cool, and they're very, very, very elegant, and also pretty well balanced, because, I mean, when you play them, they just become that land. You can't switch it back, you know?
Yes, it is effectively like a a quantum basic, but it isn't a basic. Like, it doesn't have the type.
Yeah, it's not a basic, so you can't fetch it with basics. It has its own downsides, and all of them I think seem fair for what they do.
Yeah. So
I think they're like some of the more well designed dual lands that they printed in a while.
yeah, you know, they won't help you with your castle. They won't get tutored with, you know, such. The other four, the four that are not around, are going to be in the next set. Like in Kaldheim, I believe. The set that we found out has Walking Dead cards in it. Maybe. We knew there was a Walking Dead crossover thing going on, but we didn't know details about it until Momir happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But
weird stuff happened with them accidentally leaking through Momir again.
Yeah, and then there's this cycle of mythic cards that are also, most of these, they come into play tapped on the back, but this cycle can come into play untapped if paid 3 life, which makes them extremely strong. Walking Dead, yes, the TV show that has 10 seasons, yes.
So, like, these would be bolt lands, I guess you'd call them?
Yeah.
I mean, they're much more defined by the thing that's on their face, I think.
They usually just get called, like, mythic dual face, you know, like that cycle. The biggest thing is, like, you know, like this one here. This is a land that also is like, look at top 7, throw something in.
Yeah.
Like, and like, I don't know if you're a deck that.
Oh, if what you find is a weenie, it gets bigger too.
Yes.
This is actually, as card's actually pretty rad. I like it.
Yeah, I figure this probably is, if it is ever getting cast, Primeval Titan is the card that flips off the top accidentally. This one is like a removal spell.
Deal X divided up to, if X is 6 or more, deals X twice X. Okay, neat.
Yeah, and the black one is pick up any number of different target creatures under X or less on cost.
That can.
That's just
from
empty the
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Empty the fucking graveyards.
That is a lot. All right.
Yeah, the white one is make 2 4/4 flyers, and the rest of your team that isn't the angels becomes indestructible until the next turn. Which, if you're a control deck and you can hide this in your lands, A+. Then this one is I think I remember people weren't super high on this recently, but like, this is still
it doubles your hand and some extra, and then you have no maximum hand size. But I think that the main thing here is still going to just be it's a land. You know, like, that's the thing. Even though you might not play this for a good long while.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You can just play it as the land instead.
Yeah, I lied. I'm gonna talk about cards forever. Sorry. Like, this set. I was kind of low on Party when it first showed up, but the more I've seen it and played with it, and like the more I've seen it and not exactly played with it, I actually think it's pretty rad.
I think it's going to play well if you're doing like 1 or 2 of the creature type. If you're gonna go for full Party, you're gonna have some issues.
Yeah, I don't think that. Like, it sucks because, like, when the reason I was low on Party was like when they first spoiled the mechanic, they showed off like this, and this, which are 3 of the 5 existing full Party.
Yeah, there's also weird that all 5 of the full Party cards are white, blue, and black. You know, it's not a full color cycle at all.
Okay, you want to be annoyed at cycles.
I don't, but I'm ready if you want to go for that.
I hate this.
Oh no, is the inscription's not a full cycle? It's just blue and okay, just blue, black, and green?
They,
Did they just admit that they had trouble designing or
They
thinking
just
up
said-
a white or red one?
they just said set design couldn't come up with the cards, so he killed them.
I understand, I get it, but also I'm still
Come
annoyed.
on!
Make the red
Don't.
one cost 1 and have a bunch of like really small incidental effects that all together would work together or something.
Yeah, like, just... I can't... This kills me.
And then the white one could cost 5 because white gets all the, like, whenever it gets modal cards like this, they're always big and splashy.
Yeah, and, you know, make it, some sort of, like, austere commandish card, or,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah.
It's a wrath. Like, choose one of them is just destroy all creatures. And then some other stuff like that. They've done 5 mana white wraths with upside lately.
Like, there's obvious reasons for them to have, like, you know, it's like what they wanted in the set, because there is a wrath in the set. It costs 8 though, but it's a land.
It's just come on.
This hurts.
White and red.
This hurts to see, like, because I saw, like, you know, it's like, you know, saw this card, or I think it was this inscription first.
All 3 of these seem cool.
Ooh.
All 3 of these cards seem like
Ooh.
they're kind of cool.
Ooh, and like,
but then where's the rest?
yeah, where's the rest of the cycle? Like, what if, you know, what if you did all of these and you just, like, sorry, Eleonora's not around.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out what a blue knight was. Sorry. That's it. We don't got it.
Yeah. But yeah, the party stuff on first spoil, I was like, oh god, is it all gonna, because full party seems impossible. That's fake.
Yeah, full party's not real, but 1 or 2 creature types on the party actually seems quite real. Like you got thrown under the bus in one of the most like I said, one of the most synergistic, impressive limited decks I've ever seen. Just completely ruin you with clerics.
Mm-hmm.
You got anointed really badly there.
But yeah, like, what it is that a lot of these cards are just fine. Like, yo,
on their face.
Here's 5 mana kill spell that can be like 3. You know, here's a 6 mana 5/5
with vigilance.
With vigilance that could be like 4.
They printed a 5 creature type card and then they didn't actually put it in the type line.
Yep.
I know why, because they can't fit it in the
they
type
can't
line.
Fit it in the type line.
But come on.
You can't.
Come on.
So
Set and Scout exists. That's got 4 types.
So the wording on the party cards does not make it so like this card is your full party. This is not your full party.
You have to have 4 separate creatures that are your party.
You could word a card to just be like to count your party, but this not all of the cards say each creature in your party, which counts creatures individually.
Mm-hmm.
This confused me as well on initially, but like you this is not a full party. You need to have this counts as like, think of veteran adventurer as your fill. This is the dude who rolls up and is like, well, you know, I've got paladin, I've got dragoon, and like I guess I've got, you know, astrologian in the back. You know, do you need a healer? I guess I got a healer. You know, that's their job.
Oh shit, we're playing a 12 level, like a level 12 game starting out. All right, I'm going to create a dude who's level 2 fighter, level 4 cleric, level 2 rogue, level 2 level 4 wizard. Level 2 wizard, 3 wizard, level 1 mystic thirds. There we go.
Wait, no, don't you also need No, that's fine. It's fine.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of the party cards, like, work on their face and then, like, become neat when you have, like, if you have 4, like, Thwart the Grave, this double revival costs black if you're on full party.
What's the multi-class XP penalty on that? Literally no one on Earth played with multi-class XP penalties.
true. You know, like having these be it's like being on a full party is something that just isn't going to occur.
It's not gonna occur without extreme shenanigans, and you may as well have done anything else because, like, it's particular with Linvala here. Um, her full party effect is just detain.
Yes.
Like, it's not even actually all that impressive.
But the card is Dauntless.
It's a 3-mana 3/3 flyer with the other thing, which is really good.
Dauntless Escort, which was a 3/3 with the only text on it was sacrifice. Your team is indestructible. Was an incredibly huge game player in Constructed. This card has flying and can also choose hexproof if your opponent goes like, oh well, you know, I'll bounce you, I'll target these 3 in exile or whatever.
Yeah,
you just go hexproof. Cool.
Yeah, this is a really good card, don't get me wrong, of course, but the full 5 lines of text that are defining a full party effect here, completely meaningless. Those aren't there. There's null text.
This has a scroll bar. This is also, Linval is a wizard.
Yeah, that's surprising. She wasn't before, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure she wasn't a wizard. Did you know this vampire is a rogue?
I mean, looking at him, I wouldn't be able to tell that, but sure.
You know, yeah.
I mean, if Linvala went to wizard school, she would have been sacrificed to City of Shadows.
It's true. Everybody goes to wizard school. But yeah, so the party effects are pretty neat. Yo. Yeah. Okay, if you have a full party,
this thing gets huge. This is fire breathing. What? Blue fire breathing. If you have a full party, get what? That's weird.
Fire breathing, and you're just unblockable. You just go like, get the fuck out.
Also, this is a weird thing with party is that most of the time when they print effects like this, well. Most of the time, especially lately, when they do each creature things, they usually do like each other, but they can't do that with party.
Yes.
So the fact that this says 4 in a blue, will literally never cost 4 in a blue.
The only time this could possibly cost 4 in a blue is if they're a coward.
If you turn it into a coward.
Cowardice.
Yeah.
This is the one card in the set with the word ally on it.
Yep, only there really because Zendikar has allies.
I don't.
And by that I mean Zendikar. I don't know. They just decided to include ally on it because.
I don't.
Also, is this the only card with Tubrid in it?
Yeah. Well, before outside of in this set, yes. Outside of the skull, you know, the not the Skeleton King. Shit. Skeleton King? Scarecrow.
Oh, when I say Tubrid, I mean just from this set.
Oh, from this set, yeah. This is the only card with it. Skeleton King. There's not a Skeleton King yet. But yeah, also, I don't think that Tazri here is an ally. I obviously, I can't see.
I don't believe so. But I think she's just a human warrior.
Yeah. It's just kind of sad because her other card was, and I realize, again, like, there's already a lot of spot there, but...
Yep, just human warrior.
Yeah. And
probably is just a situation where they can't fit ally in the top line. They don't like squishing text if they can help it.
Yeah, and the Tubrid on here is literally to make this a 5-color EDH commander.
Yep.
Like, that... Also, good God. Sorry, I hadn't, like, actually read this card much. Oh, sorry. I had read this card, and it was just reading the 2 thing. She costs, like, 3 mana.
Oh, yeah, no, she's very, very...
What the shit?
The other rest of the text here is kind of weird and not very useful. The main thing is that this is, like, a 2 or 3 mana 4/6.
But you play, like, Cleric on 1... find a wizard or a rogue on 2, and then you just go, and like,
yeah, here's my giant creature that just kicks your ass.
Yeah. So,
the most relevant line of text on Tazri Beacon of Unity is 4-6.
Yeah. Yeah, the Tassiger effect. That's exactly what I would like. Yeah.
Yep. Huge and cheap. That's all that is, really.
But yeah, Ally was like in previous Zendikars was their effective party mechanic, because the Zendikars are supposed to be a D&D set, adventuring set, and allies were like, here's your party.
Not only is it supposed to be that, it literally is that now, because they printed at least 3 modules for playing in Zendikar, I think. Like, honestly, Zendikar is right now the most supported like place to play in Dungeons and Dragons right now.
Yeah.
Actually, like, because I don't think any other settings have their like books yet, really.
Yeah.
And maybe like Eberron does, I don't know, but it's one of them. Like, it genuinely is one of them.
So yeah, exciting stuff. Like, it's got
Like, this set seems pretty dope.
Yeah, and like, as we showed, like, I was worried a little bit about how that, like, flooding out might be a little bit of a concern, but honestly, it feels like this has so many mechanics to fight against that.
Between the creatures and stuff that are lands, between Kicker being expensive, and thus you don't really mind drawing lands all that much.
Yeah. And there's, like, there were a ton of these cards, by the way. These like, anything with this little thing in the corner, that's a land.
Yeah.
That's a land. This is a land. Like, this is a land.
The other thing too is what do you call it? There's also a surprising amount of incidental draw in this deck, in the format too, I think.
Yeah, I saw somebody mention, I think it was LSV talking about it on Twitter, where it's like something like, if you just look at instances of draw a card in this set, it's like 45.
Yeah, there's just a lot of it. It's a very smoothed out set on like the on how it like works with your hand.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. I think they might very well have been like, they might be just doing an experiment here for how smooth and easy can they make the mana base and like hand control and stuff while still being a fun and reasonable draft format.
Yeah.
Like, how much incidental card draw is acceptable, or how much fixing is acceptable in a format before it's too much.
Oh, this is just Mustafar. Okay.
Put any number of cards from your hand to the bottom. I draw that many cards +1. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's also a land.
It's also, so it's like wins a change, but you're +1 instant. It's pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of these.
The mega tooling card, I guess, because you have to put them all on the bottom first, and then you draw.
Yeah. One other thing, I was mentioning this, but I got sidetracked. These cards, if they leave play, they come back on the front side.
Mm-hmm.
If I go look for my friend Teferi, who's gonna help me.
Hi, Teferi.
Hey, Teferi. All right, exile target permanent you control. Bring it back. Next step. If it enters as a creature, put a 1/1 counter on it.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and exile this land that I played earlier, and whoops, it's now like a huge giant with a counter. Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's that flyer we've had. It's a 5/4 that gains flying. It's a there's like a 5-power trampler. You know, you can also Stone Rain yourself if you flip up a sorcery. Yeah, nice, good move.
Powerful decision.
Yeah. So, like, that's a pretty nifty bit. Like, I think it's nifty because, like, it's this, like, it's a really cool way of, like, getting just a gigantic creature into play that's super all in.
Yeah, because it's putting you down a land, it's putting you down... okay, you're doing it, you're investing a land a sorcery, an instant, sorry,
Yeah.
and the creature that you played into it, that is 3 things. Like, it's technically 2, but like it mechanically, because if you do lose it, you're losing a land you played. It's like 2.5 cards, basically, or 2 cards and a mechanic that you can only do once per turn. That you invested into it as an entire thing. If that thing gets destroyed, you are putting yourself unbelievably out of board and like tempo control and everything.
Yep. So yeah. All right. Now I think I'm actually gonna.
Yeah, I think this is the time to go.
All right. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Doc. Thanks everybody for showing up here. I'll catch you later today with some more of this. You can always follow when I go live and all that. Subscribe, you get the cool stuff. Yeah. Catch you later. Night.
Have a good one.